Today we're honoring four incredible leaders, Hugh Malazzi, Ken Coleman, Shelley Archambault, and Van Jones. They were hand-selected to help us tell this more accurate story, and they've been typically under the radar. I am incredibly excited to be celebrating them today and have a room full of people that are here to recognize and celebrate them as well.
Hi, I'm Robert Smith from Vista Equity Partners, and I'm excited today to give my congratulations to Van, Shelley, to Hugh, and my old friend Ken Coleman on receiving a wonderful award.
You know, the honorees are really difference makers. And I'm here to tell you, working in a tech company, and I've worked in one for 15 years, and not to say other places are not hard, but it's hard.
Well, first of all, it's hard to have black power if you don't have black people where the power is. And so, we focus on politics since the March on Washington, 1963. You had a young black preacher trying to get a president to do something. 2009, you have a black president. That's a pretty good run. But it turns out there are other places where there is power and where the future is being written. The future is not being written in law in Washington, D.C. The future is being written in code, computer code in Silicon Valley.
I was particularly touched by the brands that came on early to support this vision. People like Bernard J. Tyson of Kaiser Permanente.
So we are here in force at Kaiser Permanente. This is part of our agenda, and I can't tell you how honored we are to be a part of this great vision that Andrea and the team has shared with me.
And Fred Humphries of Microsoft. Without them, today wouldn't have been able to see the light of day. That was followed by our partners and sponsors like Visa and Cisco and News One and Tourneau and Moet Hennessy.
As an employee of Moet Hennessy USA, I can tell you that our predecessor company, Shefflin & Somerset, was truly a trailblazer when it comes to multicultural marketing. And with that legacy, we've been able to grow all of our brands into brands like Veuve Clicquot, who we celebrated today and as a sponsor. But all of those brands have helped the company really become very noticeable and special with our multicultural communities. I wish there were more people here. I think there are so many people outside of the room that should be watching this, that should be listening to these four honorees, their personal stories, and the trailblazing lives that they've all led.
When I was in high school, I decided to take typing because I was going to college. I knew I was going to go to college, and I wanted to be able to type term papers. So when I went to Ohio State, there was an ad in the student newspaper for a key punch operator in the research center, and you had to be able to type. So I ended up getting a job in the research center as a key punch operator, and I moved from that to being a computer operator, and the rest is history.